Let's do it. So as we head in there, I think I want to say that my I want to say that my prime suspect is Hina, because I think she'd be the one who could know how to get around the chemistry lab the best. The ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery. Winky face.
What?
What the? I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. All right, hang on a second. I gotta do it. Me too, buddy. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Please get on the elevator. Oh, whoa. I'll see you. Oh my god, he did the Kirby dance. I love it. Genocide Jill probably loves emotes.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone? See, I think she's projecting a little too much. She took the death, quote unquote, the hardest. I think she's trying to like pin blame.
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual. That's just my normal persona, man.
Don't be mean.
I didn't moidle anybody.
What the heck?
Methinks she doth protest too much. I think I said that last time and I completely butchered the sentence. Yeah, tag yourself what emotes you are. I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a moidler?
What the heck?
Whatever. Hey, Hina's doing her best Squall impression. There can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? Yeah, no shit, dude. That person is one of us?
What the heck?
How can you just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat?
Hey.
Kyoko's like, I have this figured out.
What the heck?
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
Don't look at me.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me, dude. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. Let's go. Time to put an end to this. I made my way towards the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving farther and farther away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close. I don't know why I'm making this so dramatic. And felt it begin its sinister descent. And then it gets stuck and they're like, oh, well, this is awkward. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. Kakung, kakung. It fell lower and lower. And suddenly, as always, supper's ready. Oh, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. He is a big clunk, isn't he? Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? Hey, where's the smiley face, Monokuma? You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. Well, technically, it's all the murderers' faults how few are left.
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. Oh my god, you can not put deadly. A deadly, stop reading all of this. Yes, please. Oh. I think I picked... Did I pick up a skill? It's been so long. I have 4 skill points. Increases bullet capacity, effective during bullet... Hey, costs 4. Let's go. Nice. Yes! Kill! Let's go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the result. If you can figure out who done it,
We've
then
heard this
only
before.
then I'll punish everyone now then.
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Okay, so you don't actually know who killed her. You know, you might not want to say, I know exactly who killed her, without knowing exactly who killed her.
Idiot.
Agreed.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. She must have some reason for believing that. Because she's the killer, maybe? How's the mix, by the way?
It was one of you.
Alright, hold on a second. What's her account? Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro asking them to meet her in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's room door. Okay.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you.
Okay, so I think we need to go
One of you
to...
killed-
And what reason did
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Okay, so there's... I gotta remember that I can get one of the words and shoot it. So there's hated her and...
Is that it? That doesn't make any...
That's the only reason.
Hated her and the only reason you have. So I think Aoi's account might go to the only reason you have, right? So let's think about this logically, right? Hold on one second. One second. I need to check something somewhere. Sorry to do this right in the middle of the thing, but I just noticed something on the old stream. And I might have missed it. No. Okay. Okay, false alarm. My bad. Okay, so I think I need to present the only reason you have to Aoi's account.
That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason did
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only.
Or wait, or do I do... Aoi's account to you hated her because it contradicts. I think it's. I'm gonna do this one still.
That's
I missed.
That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
I missed again.
That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make it...
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's
I miss.
low. That's
Again.
about as low as you can get.
This is the true difficulty of the trial.
And what reason do you...
Because you
Is actually hitting
hated
your
her.
shots.
Is that it?
All right, let me
That doesn't
shoot
make any
this
sense.
white noise off to the side
That's
first,
the only reason you have her accusing us?
and then shoot here. Leave my shot. Got it.
No, that's wrong.
Call me Fog. Hey, you didn't redeem a dad joke.
Another
You can't
reason
tell
you
one.
suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Call me Fog because I keep misting.
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Pocket trash. Okay.
The fact that
Hold on. I gotta read again what I think I remember what the pocket trash was. It was Hiro had the candy wrapper in his pocket, right? Small bit of garbage fell out of Hiro's pocket. It was a piece of paper with a red polka dots on it.
there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
All right, it's gonna be.
Yeah, same here. I never saw...
All right, that one was kind of easy. I hit that one.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
So even though I think I know who did it, I don't know how exactly the room got locked yet.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Wanted it all for myself.
So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she...
The last time
Doubt.
you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
What are you hiding? Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office, right? Because didn't Hina say that she gave her the candy after the nurse's office thing to kind of cheer her up? Sakura loved candy too much to share. I don't think that's it.
I got it! I'm not
Right?
sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till
Yeah.
after she left the nurse's office.
It's been a couple weeks, but I remember.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Yeah, for real.
Well, we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Were they lovers?
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Oh, interesting.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Her shining message? Sakura would never stoop so low.
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her
Oh,
own
that's right.
blood, right?
Forgot about that.
It was her message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
Yeah, no. See, you can't do that twice in the same game, dude.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
I should leave my girl alone. Her and her tiny hands have been through enough. Her hands weren't big enough to hold the bottles that had the figurines in it. Or the poison in the chem lab. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf, right?
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
Really want her to... Who? Toko? Nah. I don't want her to die.
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Even though I don't like her and I really hate Genocide Jill, I think having the character around is more interesting than having them gone.
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Okay, magazine die.
I can tell.
Okay. On the magazine shelf, one magazine had been put back upside down. Yeah, didn't I say that's because Hiro can't read? Inside the magazine, Toko's name had been written in blood. It is assumed that whoever wrote it used their finger to do so.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Wait a minute. I need to look at this again. Because if it was upside down... What does it look like upside down? Doesn't look like anything upside down. I forgot that was a thing.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message, it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly.
So I think I need to
found the
pull... So hold on, let me... If you target a weak spot, hold down left mouse button. Okay.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the
So I
dying
think I need to
message,
pull...
it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
I think I need magazine
When I
shelf.
pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said
Wait,
makes
do I need
total
magazine
sense.
shelf? I think so.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
I hope so.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, got it
No,
right.
it's wrong.
So far, so
When
good.
Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
I'm at least not flirting with death like the whole trial last time.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Ugh.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because it's you. Because he's obviously hiding something, right?
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us,
What?
and we know who the killer is. Toko!
The Vienna sausage.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Same.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Sakura didn't know how to write.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh god, here we go.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Wait, how do I reload? Reload is tab.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Help!
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
I can't hear the thing.
The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Okay. Oh
Show me
wow,
the
I'm
proof.
at half a heart.
Prove it.
I totally forgot how to reload. That was really bad. It's when it goes away that I'm just really bad at it.
Completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
There we go. So once again, I get completely destroyed by this.
What?
By the bullet time.
Then, who did write it?
I will say though, every other trial, the bullet time has been against the person who actually did murder her, or whoever is dead. So, I don't know how to take that. I'm really hoping that doesn't mean it's Hiro immediately from this, but I guess we'll see.
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
Oh,
I figured as much.
this is interesting.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What?
Please, just let me explain what happened.
I
got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
What a fool indeed. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people to meet as well. Would you like a piece of candy? So that's where he got it then.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I
Hey, the jar breaking noise.
I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
It's one of my favorite stock sound effects. Good job, game.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well,
Hey, she didn't stutter on die.
go ahead. Roast me, boil me. do
Mash him,
whatever
boil
you
him,
want.
stick him in a stew.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right?
Nope.
We know who did it.
That's way too short for the
No,
trial.
I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What's Tater's precious?
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
There were 2 bottles.
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
And the pukin blood. Let's see. It doesn't make sense. Why he didn't use Sakura's finger. I guess that's one of... Why he picked Toko. Why the magazine was hidden. Yeah, why the magazine was hidden.
I got it!
That doesn't make sense.
That's
right?
true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Well, we know he's pretty dumb.
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
And it was me. The crime scene disruptor is at it again.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
Because, yeah, Monokuma was saying in the other trial that there's a true Blackened, the one who was like the mastermind behind it. So whoever poisoned Sakura, right, had the original intent to kill.
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko. It's Kyoko. Sounds like Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Interesting.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
I think I threw that out last time, that Toko was one of my main suspects, just because with the poisoning, it could be anyone. We know she can't deal with, like, blood, right? So I was thinking, like, potentially, like, oh, if it was a poisoning thing, that could be Toko's one chance to kill somebody, right?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
I also went to meet with Sakura.
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
Yeah, it's just like the hammers. Like, she might have been attacked, but she didn't die from it, potentially.
Don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Yeah.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm assuming that I'm very close to death, so I just want to, like, save here.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Okay, dude. Haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro is not the real killer. And I have to prove that. I think I should get at least like one little point of health back. Right? Oh god.
I didn't want.
Okay, so we had Sakura's body. She was found dead, seated in a chair, slumping forward. Traces of blood were found around her mouth, presumably from where she vomited blood. There was no injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. What else did we have? I think we had yellow powder as one. Yellow powder was found on the instep of Sakura's foot. And I think this was the other one, I think. Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head, not 1. No blood was found on either of her hands. Okay.
I
So let's
grabbed
see.
a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Okay.
After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
Alright.
See? Isn't it obvious?
This-
Hiro really is the killer!
This feels easy to me.
I didn't want to, but
I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
I just gotta not miss the shot.
just once.
No!
After the first swing, the bottle shattered.
And
Okay, so I just gotta hit the one piece of noise.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her from... And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, I didn't say I can't not miss
If
this shot,
Sakura
okay?
died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
I just said all I need to do is not miss, and then I missed.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
As a hobby. That's what she truly is, the ultimate dead body examiner.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
Yeah, you idiot,
What's
that's
more,
counting.
Both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Yeah.
There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
Also, we found the knight, right? Which means the queen is still missing, which means it's one of the ladies. Definitely, right?
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
It's just psychology, like the way the writers wrote this game. Definitely a chick would have grabbed the queen, and a dude would have grabbed the king, right?
Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
Look at the chess pieces.
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Once again, Hiro's like, dude, I only know how to play checkers. Oh, come on, Makoto. Come on, you're so close. Chess piece. Easy. E. S. P. E. Dang, I like speed ran that.
Now I understand.
Easiest one.
That's it. The chess pieces.
Brain blast.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's that matter?
Everyone waiting for him to put letters together in his head. Yeah, he's just sitting there, mouth open, drooling, like eyes rolled back in his head. Everyone's like, you okay, dude? I see letters.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you?
Dang.
Then let me explain.
You fucking imbecile.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
What do you think her ELO rating is? You think she's a grandmaster?
What was left intact at the crime
2400,
scene were the
2500?
king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Easily a grandmaster.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
S. Kennedy, were you around on SA when the whole LP forum became obsessed with chess because of Richard Domingo? Does that name sound familiar to you?
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Everything.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Ah, Shogi man. Okay, so real quick, on Something Awful, there's this guy named Richard Domingo who made like 5 threads a day starting new Let's Plays, and was awful. Like, they were all terrible videos. He never advanced any of his Let's Plays beyond like the first episode each. And he was such a menace on the threads that Geop, who was the mod at the time, issued a mod challenge to him, which was basically like, do what the mod says or else you get banned. And the mod challenge was just do a Let's Play of chess. Easy stuff, but it basically sent the whole Let's Play forum into like chess mode, basically. And everyone was like, you know, I considered popping in my NES cart of battle chess to like play that, but like there was, you know, a bunch of people joined like chess.com and were playing chess with each other. Like, everyone was playing chess on the LP forum. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so that's the story. So eventually the guy did do a chess LP, and then I think he pretty much stopped posting on the forums. I wonder whatever happened to Richard Domingo. Godspeed to you, you insane man.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
The bottle that was missing was broken.
I got it!
Oh
The
god,
bottle must
good.
have been broken.
That gave me like half of a heart back.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Is this gonna be like a thing where like 2 separate people hit Sakura with bottles on the head, but it's whoever poisoned her that's like the true killer, and it's gonna be Hina? Oh god, okay. Gotta put my mug down. No. Bottle experiment, right?
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko
getting those
and I
hearts
did a
back
little
bit by bit.
experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Shoutouts to this game for actually giving you health back as you get stuff right. That super helps.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Dun dun dun.
So from this,
So did
We can
Toko
surmise
hit?
that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
At this point, I'm thinking that, you know, poor Sakura went through it. What was it? Who was the Russian guy who got, like, quartered, drawn, hanged, shot, poisoned? Poor Sakura went through to getting bonked on the head twice and poisoned, probably. All by 3 different people.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along
This is
with the figure inside.
This is going to end up being Toko hit her on the head with a second... Rasputin, yeah. Toko probably hit her on the head with the second bottle, but it's going to be like, but wait, there's more, the poison.
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
It must have been used by some bowling aficionados.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second
Yep.
wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
Okay, I have an update on the Richard Gamingo story. Looks like Richard Gamingo kept posting for like a year after the G-Op mod challenge and eventually stopped posting in 2015. I'm trying to think when I stopped hanging around on SA. I'm sure that was like after I stopped hanging out.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
Banned twice in that time frame. Dang, that man spent $30
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
at least.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Got her.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
It happens all the time, man.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Oh?
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Dun dun dun.
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so...
Interesting.
I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
You idiot.
Could someone tighten
You
the screws
absolute
on his
idiot.
brain? I think they've come loose.
Thank you, Byakuya.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Oh, right. There was the locker, right?
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
I'm calling it right now. Hiro's going to be the one who gets killed in Chapter 5. She left it there for anyone to find. Oh, God. We still get more? Tell me. You probably remember pressing left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. You're only going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. I'm bad with the aim as it is already. You fucker. Now you'll have to choose the proper tooth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way during the non-stop debate. Okay. We're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once. You're halfway through the game now. Hey, look at that. That's interesting that they straight up tell you. Wait, so what was different there? Oh God, no, 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 not one of these.
Lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
bop,
No,
bop,
no,
bop,
no.
bop, bop,
That's
bop.
enough. I admit nothing.
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay.
That's enough.
Oh, I fucked up. Shit.
I
2
hate
and 3
you.
and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Okay.
That's enough.
Okay.
This should prove it.
It helped when I counted it. It helped so much.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
Also, dang, them telling me I'm halfway through the game in chapter 4? I know there's 6 chapters, so I feel like I should be about 2/3 of the way through.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It's little.
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Everyone go back upstairs, have her put her hand there, then everyone come back downstairs. Oh, Retsupre made fun of Richard Kimura. That sounds about right.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura. No, I swear, there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Dang. See, this is gonna go the exact same way. Like, just like I said, like, yeah, this is real Spartacus vibes here.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
She's down horrendous for her master.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
That is.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Because in a shocking twist, the ultimate author doesn't know how to read.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Once again, I'm with Byakuya. He's the only, like, voice of reason in this trial.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
So Sakura's still alive, so I figured I would finish the job, right?
And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
And she didn't pass out?
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines.
Oh, and then does she assume that she turned into Jill?
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll
No,
have to
no,
ask her.
no! No! Fuck.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Jill is back. Tell a friend. Yes! Jill!
It was your fault after all.
Oh, I'm upset.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
See, when two faults love each other very much.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Nope.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories,
Oh.
so I can't really say what was going on.
Okay, so she didn't turn.
But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
Sakura.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise.
Once again, so she speaks the truth too. She is terrible.
No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
And the queen piece. So Luna, you were right. She is the queen.
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Dang, she is down bad. Literally, if I'm gonna go down.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. That's, you know.
Don't insult my manhood like that, man.
But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Gold star for you, bud. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Nope.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
It was her. It was Hina.
No, not quite yet.
Once again, voice of reason. Huh?
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted.
Oh, God.
Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Damn.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Damn, she is down bad. All right, let's go. Kyoko's examination summary, status of Sakura's body, yellow powder.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Killed her there in front of the shelf. All right, what was the other thing? So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is, where did Sakura die?
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered...
So you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up.
Okay, hold on. Because, so let's see, I have status of Sakura's body. Okay. So this tracks. A magazine was found in front of the, or a blood stain was found in front of the shelf of magazines. The blood is presumed to be Sakura's. Okay. And then we have examination summary. 2 blows to the head. No blood was found on either one of her hands. Okay.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
I didn't get it. In front of the shelf. Okay, so it's in front of the shelf and...
I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up right in front.
You were taken by surprise.
Ogre covered in blood, right?
So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma?
Oh wait, it's yellow powder was my other one. Yellow powder was found on the instep of Sakura's foot.
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
In front of a shelf.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up right in front of the magazine.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
Ogre covered in blood. Magazine shelf? Hang on. I'm trying to... There's literally only 2 places for me to present here, so this shouldn't be that hard for me. but I feel like my brain is starting to not work.
So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her!
But see, that doesn't contradict because we have the blood stain right in front of the shelf, right? So ogre covered in blood wouldn't be contradictory. Oh, unless, hang on a second. Status of Sakura's body? Where's, hold on. Which one says about her slumped over in the chair? I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah, status of Sakura's body. If she was killed there, how would she have moved her? I got it before you posted that. Okay.
And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there. I remember when
Okay.
You were taken by some. You smashed her head.
Now I just gotta not
And
miss.
where did the attack take place?
right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I got there eventually.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Yeah. This one's easy.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
I think you could maybe carry something a little heavier than the scissors, right? Your hands might be little, but your arms might be bigger.
There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
I think that wasn't the locker open when we went in there?
While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The locker was too small.
I got it!
Yeah,
Even
Makoto.
before we open the door to the rec room, Hina and I both gotta look inside.
Yeah, he might be dumb, but like, he at least checked this.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
Oh, but wasn't Toko just kind of chilling in her room most of the time for the investigation?
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
Bleh.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
That's because you did it, Hina. Yes, Makoto, please. Okay. Finally, the yellow powder.
What?
Okay, what does the Monokuma file 4 say? Victim was body was discovered in the rec room. There's evidence of strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries are noted. However, there seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay. And then the yellow powder is just that there was yellow powder on her foot, right?
If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
That's easy. That's the freest thing I've ever seen. Well, not the freest, but pretty free.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Nah, she wouldn't have vomited from
If
that.
that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Believe me, I checked.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
So she's definitely like ultimate detective or something, right?
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Or a French fish.
Sakura was poisoned.
Poisson.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Oh, you're saving my life, Master.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course.
Easy.
If you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
For once, I agree with Jill.
But you're the only one talking.
Never thought I would say that.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
Poisson.
It's not an especially powerful
I know it means
poison,
fish, but
it'll
it sounds
still
like
kill you if
poison.
you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
So they picked like the least potent poison
And that's where
on the
poison
shelf.
came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Came from section C. D's nuts. Got him. It was on the same shelf as the supplements. Section A, right? Yeah, it had been swapped.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
What? I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and, he's been building up his tolerance to the poison for years.
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. As if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
I swallow powder all the time.
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
He just decided he wanted to do the cinnamon challenge in front of everybody.
Flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Ah.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
HGH, baby.
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Poison must have been in. Oh boy. Oh shit. Okay, so protein drink. I'm looking for an R. Give me an R. Pat. Give me a T. Wow. Makoto, you make for a really bad cheerleader, buddy. Give me an E. Give me an N. Thank you. Oh god, the D moving.
Now I understand.
Do I think Sakura was doping? Well, I don't think she wasn't doping.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Makoto using logic?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched, so the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept
Hate it when that
it
happens.
becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene? Protein drink, right? It's found at the scene, wasn't it?
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Except when it actually causes the aches and pains.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Dang, so do I.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Ah, the feet print. Right?
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
We never really got a chance to. We just know it was smaller than Makoto's, right? He doesn't seem like a particularly large
That's the
dude.
evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more,
Oh, yeah.
footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
I forgot that he forced Makoto to draw a picture.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Oh?
The footprints. They're mine.
Oh, is she gonna have a quote-unquote reason for it?
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
She's gonna say, no, I wasn't the
Yep.
killer.
I did it. I killed Sakura.
Oh god, now I'm nervous if there was like a fourth person who was involved.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Makoto and Hina, right?
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
So what's everyone else wearing? I'm assuming Byakuya is wearing like dress shoes. Toko's wearing like boots. Hiro's wearing like those Japanese sandals, right? Makoto, are they yours?
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Yeah, she's been like super aggro. Byakuya just about ready to ask
You were in
everyone
an
to show
awful
feet.
rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, the fact that she confessed and we haven't done the little comic book
Well,
thing,
it's just the two of them were so close.
that someone else has got to be
That's
involved,
likely
right?
Exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true?
What if it was Byakuya all along? What if he actually did a final thing? Because he received a note to meet with her, right?
Did you really kill Sakura?
Except I kind of believe
And
that
if
he
you
wouldn't have
did,
gone.
Why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once.
Well, that's her fault for thinking that a protein drink would help her with a couple blows to the head and like maybe a concussion.
And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, dog.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Oh god, what if it was
Funny
Byakuya?
words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
Which is what he's trying to do right now.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves, just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
The locked room,
Are
right?
you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Huh?
well,
Oh, I thought I was gonna get a huh?
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't.
She doesn't know.
But the fact that you won't
I
tell
still
us
don't know
concerns me.
either.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
I think it was
And if
Byakuya.
I do,
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Guys, I was so afraid that Hina was like the one who did it, and now I'm like pretty sure she's safe.
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
he's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
What if it's Byakuya and his execution is just letting Jill do it?
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
That would be so cool.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
I mean, she's not that smart either, but
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
I'll let her cook.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
Let her cook.
But how come? That...
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that,
I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
But there was no footprints in front of the C shelf, right?
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
The poison intended for Kuzco. Sakura's poison. The poison intended for Sakura. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, no footprints.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
But in the format where I can shoot a bullet at your logic.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac, Makoto.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case.
First,
Okay. I'm gonna pause it here, actually.